Salutations, my name is Taylor Criscola. I play drums in a band called Holloway. Holloway is a pop-punk new bubblegum band, for lack of a better description. And we're here today with Get Comfy, and I'm going to be talking a bit about mental health. Let's do it. What does mental health mean to me? Well, if we actually take the words mental health, mental being of the mind, and health being the opposite of sickness, like wellness, essentially. So mental health, to me, means wellness of the mind. It's quite amazing the power that combination of words, mental and health. When you put those words together, it's very powerful in the stigma that it carries and how much it makes people's hairs on their back stick up. It's like saying sex. It's disappointing, and while I do think society as a whole has made some progression in the way of removing that stigma, I think there's still a long way to go. Now, without delving into my own struggle with mental health, I'm a big believer in talk therapy, whether that is with a professional who you found that you have a real rapport with, whether it's with a relative or a friend who you trust and you feel safe saying these feelings to. I think that will never be not important, talk therapy. Something I found in my struggles with mental wellness, and that I know I'm very much not alone with, is how easy it is and how addictive it is to self-sabotage. So something I had to learn for myself, and it was a big breakthrough, was, I wanted to get better. And once you know you want to get better, you need to examine where you are. You can't wait for the world to change in your favor. You have to start just incrementally making changes that make your day-to-day life that much easier. If you can do that, if you can bring yourself to do that, you're on the right path. Without being too blunt, you need to remember that a mental health struggle can mean your life's in danger. Say, for example, if you've got a toxic person in your life and they might have been there for you since the beginning, you might have a big history with them, like whatever the case is, if you need to cut them out, if they need to go, yeah, you might feel like an asshole at the time, but if your life is in the hands of that and it's either you cut them out or keep your life at risk, it's not a question. What would I tell someone who was feeling ashamed about their mental health struggle? So this is a slightly trickier question, because whether it's out of shame or something else, if someone just isn't ready to talk about their mental health, nothing you can say or do will change that. It has to come from them. And at face value, the question can be answered by saying, there's nothing to be ashamed about. You're not alone. Everyone around the world struggles with mental illness. But I wouldn't be talking. You just have to listen. And if they know that you're listening and you're there, that's where stuff can happen. There's this old story from Winnie the Pooh that I remember from my childhood, where Eeyore is just having a bad day. He's sad and he doesn't know why. And so all the, Tigger and Piglet and Rabbit, I think, they're all trying to help. They're like, well, what's wrong? What do we need to do to fix it? And, we'll make you feel happy. And Eeyore just doesn't know. He's just upset. And they try all these different things and nothing's working. And so they're all like, oh, well, grumpy, go away. And it ends up with Winnie the Pooh just goes and sits with him. Doesn't say anything. He's just there. And I feel like that was my first exposure to real empathy. And honestly, sometimes just being there for someone and listening, I feel like that can speak louder than words. A bit cliched, but yeah. Music is everything. It's my purpose. It's my passion. It's why I'm here. And I feel like that's why I was put on earth. Music at certain times in my life has been more helpful to me than any person has. Although there were all people behind the music, but that's besides the point. Music is everything.